We acknowledge the traditional custodians of the lands upon which we are meeting today and pay our respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. Good morning, and thank you for attending the virtual opening of the Soroptimist International of Melbourne's tribute to the centenary of the founding of our organisation. My name is Virginia Morrison, and I'll be the MC for today. You will find that all guests have been muted during this event, but there will be some time at the end if you wish to make a short comment. Club members and guests are very sad that we can't be at the garden this morning for the official opening of the garden, celebrating 100 years of humanitarian aid, while others throughout the world are remembering an event of an entirely different nature, which also changed the world. I thank you all for joining our virtual event, and I take this opportunity in particular to thank Yahweh Hung for her work in ensuring that this virtual opening proceeds. Distinguished guests, Soroptimist sisters, particularly those from interstate and overseas, and friends, I'd now like to introduce Shirley Reynolds, our club president. Shirley?
Thank you, Virginia. On behalf of all the members of Soroptimist International of Melbourne, I'd like to welcome you today, and particularly the Right Honourable, the Lord Mayor, Councillor Sally Capp, Dr. Katie Allen, Member of Parliament for Higgins, Dr. Karen Felsted, Soroptimist International Region President, Soroptimist sisters, guests and friends. The Soroptimist movement was started 100 years ago in October 1921 in Oakland, California. Over the last 100 years, we have become a global volunteer movement with a network of around 72,000 clubs in 121 countries. We are here proudly today as dedicated members of Soroptimist International of Melbourne. Our club is the oldest in Victoria, and this year marked our 73rd birthday. Our members have included many notable Melburnians, and we have supported a growing number of projects throughout our history. As a club, working through advocacy and outreach activities, we contribute to the transformation of the lives of women and girls. The Soroptimist theme for this year is Bright Past, but a Brilliant Future. This garden certainly embodies our theme, and it is my great privilege to introduce a pre-recorded message from Councillor Sally Capp. Sally Capp was re-elected Lord Mayor of Melbourne in October 2020, after having previously been elected in May 2018, and was the first woman to be directly elected as Lord Mayor. Sally was the first woman to hold the post of Agent General for Victoria in the United Kingdom, Europe and Israel, and in 2004 made history as the first female board member of the Collingwood Football Club. Sally began her career as a solicitor and has held senior roles at both KPMG and ANZ, and co-founded a small business which she took to the Australian Stock Exchange. She is involved in a number of charities and is patron of a number of organisations, including the National Council of Women of Victoria. Sally is committed to ensuring Melbourne remains a caring and thoughtful city, as well as a prosperous one. Please welcome Councillor Sally Capp.
Thank you, Shirley. Hello, everyone. On behalf of the City of Melbourne, I respectfully acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we are gathered, or I am gathered today, the Wurundjeri Woi-wurrung people of the Eastern Kulin Nation, and pay our respects to their elders past and present. We are committed to our reconciliation journey here at Town Hall, because at its heart, reconciliation is about strengthening relationships between Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal people, and we believe that has benefits for all Victorians. I would like to say a special hello to Shirley Reynolds, the President of the Soroptimist International Melbourne organisation, Dr. Karen Felsted, President, Soroptimist International Region of Victoria, Virginia Morrison, Chair of Logo Garden Committee, and Soroptimist International members and guests. I'm so honoured to be able to join you all today to open the Soroptimist International 100th birthday Logo Garden. 100 years, what an incredible milestone that you've all achieved together. You and your fellow members, past and present, have proudly supported women and young girls of this great state through your advocacy and your outreach activities for a century. I'm incredibly humbled when I think of the projects and the people that you have sustained over this time, from Victorian bushfire relief to family violence support, assistance dogs and scholarships. You've been involved in so many activities that have had an impact and made people's lives better. Bravo to you all. You make up one of the oldest clubs in Victoria. It's a legacy of which you should all be so proud. You've shared the ranks with very esteemed members, in fact, some of Victoria's most accomplished women. And this garden, this logo, is an important reminder of the work that you've done so far and all that is still to be achieved under the Soroptimist banner. Thank you so much for all of the work that you do to make a difference, and I hope that people take an interest and enjoy this fantastic addition to the gardens. Long may your work continue, and I'm looking forward to being able to come to the gardens myself to have a look. And I'm also looking forward to welcoming you all to Town Hall once it is safe to do so. Take care during this time, and again, thank you for all of your important work.
Thank you, Councillor Kapp, for your words today, recognising and honouring the work of Soroptimist International over the last 100 years, and of your acknowledgement of this milestone in our organisation's history. Thank you, Sally Kapp. It's now my privilege to introduce a pre-recorded message from Dr. Katie Allen. Katie Allen is a family member and a hard worker. Katie has been involved in the community and volunteering for many years before becoming the member for Higgins in 2019. A passionate voice for delivering essential services to her community, Katie is committed to ensuring everyone has the opportunity to access excellent education, health, and infrastructure. As a doctor of paediatrics at the Royal Children's Hospital, Katie has dedicated her career to helping others and improving their quality of life. Please welcome Dr. Katie Allen.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katie Allen, Federal Member for Higgins. Thank you to all of you gathered for today's virtual event to celebrate 100 years of Soroptimist International, an incredible organisation that has been a global voice for women. Thank you for all the work you are doing and indeed have done in educating, empowering and enabling opportunities for women and girls right around the world. This event gives us an opportunity to stop and reflect on the progress of women over the last 100 years. So much has been achieved, yet there is still so much more that needs to be done. We must work to ensure every girl and every woman can fulfill their own individual aspiration, no matter where they live or where they were born. There's still so much to do to achieve our collective aspiration of equality and justice for women. And we'll do that by continuing to stand up, by working together to ensure our voices are being heard. And I know you're doing just that you understand the rich tapestry of dreams and hopes that our stories weave together, just as the many Soroptimist members have before you. You understand that we deserve to be heard, that we all deserve to be equal, that the world will be a better place when that is achieved, not just for us, but for those who follow. Here's to 100 years more. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Katie Allen, for your kind and generous words to acknowledge and paying tribute to the work of all Soroptimist International women over our last 100 years. We thank you. This beautiful garden that you see here today honours and acknowledges and pays tribute to all those Soroptimist International women, both past and who are no longer here present today, and those who are here today and all over our world who are still working to make this world a safer place so that all women and girls may live, learn and work without fear of violence and injustice and inequality. As we honour these women of the last 100 years, Soroptimist International Women of today will proudly continue to work together to grow our organisation successfully into the next 100 years. And I am proud and honoured to now declare the Soroptimist International Melbourne Club's Centenary Logo Garden officially open. On behalf of all the Soroptimist International Melbourne Club members, I would like to express our grateful thanks to our speakers who have joined in our celebrations today to pay a special tribute to the 100 years of Soroptimist International women working to make the world a better and safer place for all women. Now I would like to, with great pleasure, introduce our Victorian Region President for 2021, Dr. Karen Felsted. Welcome, Dr. Karen Felsted.
Thank you, Shirley, and thank you to all our distinguished guests, Soroptimist sisters and friends. As the Victorian Region President, I am pleased to be able to attend the virtual launch. I was quite excited this morning when I knew this event was going to happen. This is a momentous occasion as we come together as part of an organisation that had its foundations 100 years ago. And as a global volunteer movement, we collectively work at a local, national and international level to educate, empower and enable transformative opportunities for women and girls. I would like to congratulate the Soroptimist International Melbourne Club for their tireless effort in organising the installation of the Logo Garden in Melbourne to celebrate the centenary of Soroptimist International. And I do look forward to seeing the garden or the photos when it is COVID safe. Take care, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Karen Felsted, for those words. We pay our respects also to the Lord Mayor of Melbourne, Councillor Sally Capp, the Member for Higgins, Dr. Katie Allen, and our Victoria Region President, Dr. Karen Felsted, who have helped to make this opening today the special one in honour and tribute to all those women who worked in the past and are still working to make this world a better and safer place, free from injustice and inequality. And we will continue to do that as we work together going on into the future. Thank you all for coming today. And I now hand over to Virginia to finalise our proceedings.
Are we going? Are we waiting for pictures of the garden? All right. It has been a great pleasure working with this committee to acknowledge the centenary of such a magnificent organisation as Soroptimist International, and to be able to do this on behalf of the Melbourne Soroptimist Club, the second Soroptimist Club to be formed in Australia and the first in Victoria. We are very honoured to have had such highly respected speakers as the Right Honourable Lord Mayor, Councillor Sally Capp, Dr. Katie Allen, Federal Member for Higgins, and Dr. Karen Felsted, our own Regional President, address us on this occasion, and I thank them all most sincerely for their remarks. This event, of course, would not have been possible but for the generosity of the City of Melbourne in making their logo garden available and the planning, planting and maintenance of it. And I would particularly like to thank the Melbourne City Council's Mr. Hayden Ferrier, who has been of great assistance to me in arranging this. That this project has come to fruition is due to the members of the Melbourne Soroptimist Club's Logo Garden Committee, Shirley Reynolds, Lynn Hall, Anne Binkley, Sylvia Yang, Shirley Bayard, and Yahweh Hung, who have each contributed to the success of the event. Other members have also assisted in various ways, and their help has been much appreciated. I regret that we are not able to meet at the garden today, but thank Yahweh for putting together our Zoom event and the PowerPoint presentation. The garden will still be here until the end of September, and it is to be hoped that some of us may be able to visit it. Thank you all. Now, if you would like a comment, oh, I'm sorry, we're now seeing pictures of the gardens. In July, these pictures will illustrate the development of the logo garden from July up until the present. The first 2 weeks were used to remove the previous garden, renovate the soil, and plan and plant our garden. While the design was apparent from the beginning, it took some time for the plants to grow and develop. The plaque in the corner, which we have, here we go, there, providing information about Soroptimism, added greatly to the interest and the value of the garden, of informing in particular passers-by and those who had not yet been aware of our organisation. As you will see shortly, the plants came into flower slowly. It was winter, and the colours developed, and the garden itself has now become an attractive exhibit on a major avenue leading into the City of Melbourne. We'll see some more about the soil of flowers and the overall picture looking down St Kilda Road, which gives you some idea of the position of the garden and the, I think, beauty of the garden itself in its setting on a fine day. We're still showing now here the flowers displaying our colours, which are gold and blue. And there the garden is displaying more of its colours, and again, and there it is in its full glory, nearly. So there we have it. I hope some of you will have an opportunity to look at it. We have it, after all, until September, which is not very long. But if you travel by tram going into town or have the opportunity, it would be so well worthwhile to go and see it in actual viewing. I think the City of Melbourne has done a wonderful job. Certainly in the planning and planting of it. Now, I think that's the last picture. So if you would like to make a comment, I think now is the time. There we go. Thank you.